Hi, back again here with the 2019 visioning step. This is Denise Barnes of Soul Savvy, and we're just working to provide a platform to get clear about the last year, and with that aligned clarity, set yourself up for the best 2019 ever. Well, I guess there's only one 2019. Anyway, set yourself up well for the coming year. So what I'll do now is just a quick review of what you just did, or if you didn't do the 2018 clearing, this will help kind of clarify the learning from that last year and help you formulate that into the next year. So here's the first things to do some writing about. So just, again, you'll have your paper and pen, or you'll have your computer. Write down these questions, and then you can pause the video and work on those for as long or as quick of a time as you'd like. So the first question: what are 3 or 5 things that I'm most happy with from 2018? 3 things, 5 things you're most happy with. Then 3 things that were most challenging, 3 or 5 things that were most challenging from the last year. And you might note what were the lessons, or if there are any gifts of those, note those down. And then other thing to write down now is the things I most want to rise above and heal. So the things from last year that were most, they call it tolerations, the things we're not happy we spent so much time on, the things where we felt stuck, problems in life that brought us down. So what are those things that you'd like to leave behind or rise above or heal? You know, for example, here we'll often have recurrences or revisiting needed of certain dynamics we've always been working with. Oh no, I thought I finished that thing. You know, more money healing. Are you kidding me? I've been working on this, blah, blah, blah. So again, there might be a new level of that, or you might be entering a new level and just have to sort of make sure you're clear and caught up and ready for the next steps. So that question, things I most want to rise above and heal. And the final question for this segment: what are the things I want to release? Similar but slightly different. All right, pause the video and I'll be here. Cool. All right, next now we're going to start to think about 2019. So for this one, write down, in a perfect world, this is what 2019 would bring me. In a perfect world, this is what 2019 would bring me, or what I would create in 2019. Okay, so take that question and jam on that and come back when you're finished. Okay, great. So let's just take a few breaths and check back in and remember from the last video the word or the quality you filled up with from our source to fuel this process, and fill up with that again. Let it just completely nourish and fill your cells, your spirit, your mind and emotions. So full it's like spreading out beyond your body into your aura. Oh, I used a woo word. Okay, next question here. How do I want to feel in 2019 when I have what you just named in the last question? So if 2019 happens perfectly, and I create, manifest, receive these things I'd love to see, how will that make me feel? So take a few moments to see yourself in your imagination, creating these things with ease and grace, these things coming to you. And just notice the feelings it brings you. Is it awe? Is it joy? Is it peace? What is it when you have, for example, manifested more easeful finances? What is that feeling? Or when you have that new home or car? Or when you've achieved that milestone you designed for your work? Great. So you should have a sense, and just jot down those feelings, qualities. Could be one, could be several. How will I feel when I get what I want? And when this desire is fueled with spirit? Because we're assuming that, right? All right. And then the final, let's see, we have two more questions. So one question is now to name, kind of from this brainstorm, name your top 3 professional goals for 2019 and your top 3 personal goals for 2019. And just pause this and name those quickly. Great. Now, here's a question to think about. In order for you to achieve those goals you've just named, what needs to change in your life? Both professionally and personally. Just without editing, jot those down. Pause the video, and we'll be here. Great. Next question. What support is needed for me to achieve these goals in 2019? No editing, just jot down what comes to mind. You'll have concrete answers as well as intuitive answers usually. And don't edit, just note those down. Pause the video if needed. Great, and then the final question, the final summary for this 2019 visioning is naming 3 words that describe your vision and what you'd like to create for the new year. 3 words. And it can be qualities, right? It can be a sense of the energy of a thing. Sometimes we're not really clear about the details, so having a sense of the energy or even a symbol for it is fine. So pick either a symbol or 3 words that describe the year ahead in the ideal world. Great. So that's the end of this visioning process. Now, there are suggestions around how to get more concrete with some of these goals, how to name, for example, a SMART goal for them. So I'll have some supportive documents under these videos that you can look into. One PDF is on different ways to prioritize goals, and towards the end of that document you'll see SMART goals and how to bring those in. Another way is really anchoring values behind your goal. So why am I doing this? If I want to lose weight or get healthy, or if I want to make more money in my business, why do I want to do that? You know, a lot of times when we're coming out of survival mode, or when we're in early development with our skills with money empowerment, it might be just to survive or just to not be chasing, you know, ourselves paycheck to paycheck. As we get more evolved with money work, we know it'll help us contribute more easily and more in general. So that might be a big why. So think about the values, think about the SMART goals. There's some other supportive documents here. And thanks so much for watching these. I wish you well with your visioning process. And should you need more support, I offer one-to-one coaching, and right now I am interviewing. I have room for a couple of new clients. So if that is of interest to you, feel free to email me, mdenisebarnes, MDENISE, @gmail.com. And you can also sign up to the Soul Savvy website, which is soulsavvy.net, not .com, .net. And I'll be happy to answer any questions through the email list. You can always hit reply after you get a newsletter, and I love conversing and discussing, answering questions with my readers. Blessings on your year, and I hope this was helpful.